Hi everyone, welcome to Wellness TV. My name's Sophie and today we're going to be working on crow. So in this video, I'm just going to be showing some warm-up techniques just to lubricate the joints, warm up the body before we come into crow. So we're going to start with our hands wide, knees underneath the hips, and just spread the fingers wide and start to draw the weight forwards and backwards into the hands. In yoga, we've put a lot of weight on our hands, which we don't do in everyday life. So it's always important, even if you're not doing arm balances, to really open up the wrists, but especially for arm balances. So just start to walk the weight forwards and backwards, and then we're going to turn the fingers out to the side. Just again, draw the weight equally into each hand. And then if it feels right, turning the fingers towards the thighs. If this is a little bit too strong, you can always do one at a time. Couple more of these. Beautiful. And then sitting the butt to the heels, just taking the hands into fists and just rolling each side. Lovely. Hopefully they should feel a little bit warmer now. Maybe spread the fingers wide and just make some stars with the hands. And then go either side again. Lovely. Coming back to your all fours, we'll take some cat-cows now. But so with your inhale, we're going to pull the chest through the hands, look up. But with your exhale, I really want you to exaggerate your cat. So you push into the hands, draw that navel up and in. Find this rounding of the spine. Lovely. Keep moving like this. With your inhale, we open up. With your exhale, push, 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 round, round, round. This is the shape that we'll be taking for our crow. So really concentrating on that cat pose. Inhale, opening up. Exhale, draw that navel in, navel in, navel in, navel in. Push the earth away. So we'll just take another round of this. If you have more time, feel free to stay a little longer here. But from here, we're going to tuck the toes under, lift the hips high, come into your first downward facing dog. So spreading the fingers wide, pushing the earth away, tilting that tailbone high, maybe pedaling out the feet if it's your first downward dog of the day. And then once you're ready, finding a little bit more stillness, taking your left foot into the center of the mat, lifting your right leg high to the sky. Find your three-legged dog. Take a big breath in, and as you exhale, we're going to drop the right foot outside the right hand for your lizard lunge. Just rock the weight forwards and backwards, maybe making circles into that right hip. And then step it back. We take the right foot to the center, the left leg lifts high, reach it up. Left foot steps outside the left hand. Again, just making circles in that left hip. In our crow, we need to have open hips. So we'll take that again on the other side. Left foot in the center, right foot outside the hand. This time, lower the left knee down. You can stay like this, or maybe you come onto forearms, or take your arms onto blocks, like this. Just for a slightly lower lizard. You can also come onto the blade of that right foot and just open up. Another breath here. And then we're going to switch sides. Left foot steps outside. Lower that back knee down. Again, choose how low you go. Placing your hands maybe on blocks, maybe coming all the way down. Just breathing into that left hip. Lovely. And then just moving your blocks away tucking the back toes under, step back to your downward facing dog. Now walk your hands back to meet your feet. We're going to heel toe the feet out, so heels are in, toes are out, starting to sink into our yogi squat. This is a lovely hip opener, and a similar way you'll often come from this position into your crow. So taking the toes out, heels in, finding this nice long spine. Bringing the elbows inside the thighs, opening up the chest. If you're on the balls of your feet, doesn't matter. Maybe you can take a block underneath the heels if that feels right. Just be at a place where you can still find this long spine. Taking 2 more breaths, opening the hips. Feel free to stay here as long as you want. We're going to move on from here. So we're going to find some little, almost crow squat tops. So we're going to slide the hands forward, draw that navel up and in, round the spine, find that cat pose, and slide forward. I'm just going to show you now. So take the hands forward, everything hugs in. We slide the feet forward. Not very elegant, but we're trying to get that crow look with the back body. Hands down, slide it forward. 1 more. Woo. And then we're at the top of the mat. Beautiful. From here, you can just bring the feet hip distance. Take the first 2 fingers to the big toes. Look up. Draw the navel in. Fold forward. Just release the back of the legs. And then release the feet. We're going to come onto our sit bones now. Bring the shins out, find the Vasana. So for crow, we really want a strong core to hug everything into the midline. So take a big breath in here, reach up. As you exhale, we're going to hover off the floor. Let's take 3 more like this. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, hover. 2 more, reaching up. Exhale, hover. 1 more. Exhale, hover, and then we're going to hold it here for 1, for 2, navel drawing up and in, for 3, for 4, for 5. Slowly relax back onto the mat. You should feel that core drawing up and in. Just hug the knees into the chest. Rock from side to side. We're just going to take our final warm-up exercise now. So we're going to take Bakasana Crow, but on our backs. So bring your shins so they're parallel to the earth and draw them slightly away from you. Start to feel that that lower abdominals turning on. And can you draw that navel up and in? Take the fingers wide. And then slowly start to curl up. Lift your shoulder blades off the earth. Draw the upper arms to your knees. Draw the heels in. Can you feel your core reaching up and in, turning everything on? You're spreading the fingers wide, curling up. This should feel really strong. Gonna be here for 2 more breaths. Lift it up. 1 more. Softly release. So that's the shape that we're looking for in our crow pose, just on our backs. You should really feel that navel and all of this hugging into the midline. Let's just take it 1 more time. So take the shins off the earth, draw them away from you a little bit, start to feel these abs turning on. Spread the fingers wide, like you're pushing into the ceiling. Then we're going to draw those knees to the tops of the arms. Curl the shoulder blades off the earth. 3 more. Another breath. 1 more. Can you lift a little higher? Exhale, release. You can maybe windshield wiper the legs from side to side. Hugging the knees into the chest. Going to rock up to seat. So those are just some of the warm-up postures that can warm up the body before you take your crow pose. That one on the back is a really nice drill for you to get used to feeling this hugging into the midline to find lightness when we come onto our hands. So the next video, I'm going to show you how to come into crow pose. Thanks.